this officer with murder. We want her in chains now. If you want peace, we demand justice. If you want peace, we demand justice. None of us would get the luxury of what she has gotten. She's got a military protecting that building. You see that she is being protected by even the city manager that got fired and the police chief that is going to be fired as well. But I'm going to tell you something. It's the people who made that happen. It's all of you showing up that made that happen. And it's us who's going to make the changes that are necessary to happen. So here's the biggest ask, and I'm going to end here. We're going to walk toward the FBI building. I want to say something about that. The Muslim community gets terrorized by the people in that building every single day in the city of Minnesota, and the state of Minnesota. In my office, we handle about 150 cases of people who are profiled and visited by the FBI in recruitment for them to become informants. And that is perhaps less than 1% of the actual visits. And if you want to know the truth, I want you to Google the one black FBI agent who's in prison right now for leaking a document that said that they profile us. He leaked a document to The Intercept, and right now he's in jail, and that is the only black FBI agent in that building. And when he said very clearly that they treat people of color different, and he could not take it anymore, so what did he do? He leaked the policies that were in play to treat us as not being human. This is going on everywhere, whether it's that building or the building we're going to walk nearby or all the other buildings that are happening. So I want to ask you one thing, and I'm going to end with that. I want you to make a promise, because I don't want you to show up to a protest and take a picture or think that you did something. You didn't do anything today. You just showed up. It's important, but you just showed up. I need you to make a commitment to Daunte's family. I want you to make a commitment to George Floyd's family. I want you to make a commitment to Kim Handy Jones' family. I want you to make a commitment to all the families that you are not going to stop. Protesting doesn't have to end this moment. You need to continue and demand justice in your city. Wherever you go home, you can start a march there. Wherever you live, you can have a conversation. Whatever faith you are, talk to your church, your synagogue, and your mosque, and ask them, why are they not here? Why are they not demanding justice? We need to build this movement, and it takes people who have the courage to show up right here. So if you believe in justice, if you care, if you feel that frustration, if you have that emotion in your belly right now, take that home. And with that I say, as every time, we are always going to demand justice by any freaking means necessary. All right. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. I will stay behind this truck. I will stay behind this truck. For safety. For safety. We're going to march in these streets. We're going to keep pushing it. And like they said earlier, the more that they ramp up, the more money that they spend, the more y'all know that we're ready. Dog, there's hundreds out here. People were out here all night 2 nights ago. People were out here all night yesterday. Y'all are ready. We're all ready. We know what it is. So we're going to march in these streets, and we're gonna take it to the FBI. So everybody get behind the truck as we start moving. And please listen to the marshals, but stay tight and stay in together. And one thing I always say is, do not forget why you're here. Do not forget why you're here. If you got neighbors or you got somebody trying to take you out of your element, don't let them do that. Don't let them take you out of this right now. Keep the focus on here. Keep the focus on us. Keep the focus on Daunte. Keep the focus on why you're here. We're going to keep this moving. If Daunte don't get it, shut it down. If Daunte don't get it, shut it down. If Daunte Daunte Wright banner, so folks know what we're here for. To stay behind the banner. The banner should be ahead of the truck. All right, I'll let y'all figure that out. To stay behind the truck and or the banner. Whatever is closest to you, stay behind it. All right. Say his name. 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 Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Black men, they matter here. Black women, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Black youth, they matter here. If we don't get the I'm gonna teach y'all a new one, okay? So I'm gonna say uh-oh, and you're gonna say back to the streets again. And I'm gonna say they messed up, and you're gonna say back to the streets again. Uh-oh. We don't stop. Uh-oh. Back to the streets again. We don't stop. Back to the streets again. Uh-oh. Back to the streets again. We don't stop. Back to the streets again. Uh-oh. Back to the streets again. We don't stop. Back to the streets again. When I say National Guard, just like go home. National Guard! Go home! 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 Who's the enemy? White supremacy! 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 White supremacy! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No
To shut the shit down. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down.
Shut the shit down, people. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground.
Are you with me? Okay. Yes. I think the biggest thing is that the city mayor needs to not take her resignation and actually fire her, because there are certain things that she still gets by resigning, and she still has the ability to get a pension and maybe get another job in law enforcement. So they need to bring the hammer down and actually fire her, and she needs to be held accountable for her actions, because we are still waiting for charges to be brought against her. So and I think we need to bring the full accountability of the law and by the mayor's office as well.
And what do you think it's going to take? This is a systemic issue.
Yep.
We've seen it happen for so many years.
Yep.
What do you think it's going to change? What do you think it's going to take to make a change?
I think we need to understand, and right now we have to understand that it's going to take an overhaul of the system that's necessary.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we need to overhaul the entire system, because what we have right now does not work, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that if we can't bring the same solutions that do not work to the same old problem. We gotta try something different. And we gotta switch it up. We need meaningful legislation, and we cannot get any, like right now, what we have passed in last summer tells us it was not enough, because we had Daunte Wright that was murdered. We had Daunte Wright that was also murdered. So we need to get meaningful reform, and we also need to completely overhaul the system as from what it is, because it's gonna continue to fail us, and it actually, the system right now is designed to do exactly what it's supposed to do.
Yep.
And that's not a failure, it's designed to be this way. That's how we need to completely overhaul it.
Do you have any faith in the new administration? Biden administration? Do you have any faith in the Biden administration?
We'll have to see. The vice president is a prosecutor that put a lot of black and brown bodies in jail as well. So we need an overhaul of the system, and we actually need his support to go ahead and pass the George Floyd Act that's in the Senate, and also that's that went through the House as well. And we need to get rid of things like qualified immunity at a national level, and actually incentivize states for enacting qualified immunity and removing all